Hi everybody, my name is Janine Kalbach. I am a nurse facilitator in a hospital in Ohio, and I am here to tell you today about my opinion and what I've read. So that kind of gives us some statistics, sorry I can't talk this morning, on who is better to take care of a patient, nurse practitioner or a doctor. For those of you who are familiar with nurse practitioners, nurse practitioners are nurses who have gone on to get their master's degree, and which is just about equivalent to the schooling of a doctor. But they're called nurse practitioners because we get to still do our nursing. I am friends with a few nurse practitioners, and it's not easy. They go through a lot. Not saying doctors don't, because I'm friends with a lot of doctors, and residency is nothing to, I would not want to do it myself. But as going back to nurse practitioners are nurses who get to do a lot out of their scope of regular RN. They get to, well, it depends what kind of nurse practitioner you become. Family nurse practitioners can do their own offices, they have their own office hours, yada, yada, yada. Neonatal nurse practitioners, which is a lot of people I work with, they actually act as the physician. They have to work under a physician, but they get to act as one. Midwives are actually nurse practitioners. They went on to get their midwifery certification, so that's how they get to practice on their own as well under a doctor. Patients, and this is not just what I say because my opinion I will share, but patients actually trust nurse practitioners over doctors because they feel like they are actually taken care of. Nurse practitioners are like nurses, and they sit down and actually teach a patient. So say, Henry comes in and he's on a blood pressure medicine because the doctor told him that he needed to take this blood pressure medicine because his blood pressure is high. But he doesn't know why he's peeing every time he takes the blood pressure medicine. But he never really asked. He just figured, okay, well, that's probably what the medicine does. So a nurse practitioner, though, would prescribe Henry his blood pressure medication and explain to him what side effects to expect. Some doctors do this, don't get me wrong, but a lot of doctors are so educated that they don't think about, people that are undereducated. Nurses are always teaching the same things to, no matter how highly educated you are, they're still going to teach you the basics. And it's actually, I'm not a nurse practitioner, but that's how I am with my patients. I don't care if it's your fourth child, because I'm a labor and delivery nurse. I don't care if it's your fourth child. I'm going to treat you as if it's your first, because the newborn period goes so fast that you forget. So that's kind of how nurse practitioners are. They are the ones that, your doctor's office is backed up. Ask if the nurse practitioner's in. Go to a minute clinic. Minute clinics at the CVS's, they're ran by nurse practitioners, believe it or not. So I think if you've never been to a nurse practitioner for your own health, try it out. See if you have one in your doctor's office. If not, try one, because everybody, I love my doctor. Try a nurse practitioner. I bet you're going to love her even more. My husband never went to a nurse practitioner, and we have 2 little boys, and our youngest is only 6 weeks, and we had to go to the doctor for his month checkup, and our doctor, Dr. Huff, wasn't in, so I said, is a nurse practitioner available? Yeah. So I took my other son to her one time, and I loved her. She's great. And that nurse practitioner sat with us. She knew I was a nurse. Sat with us for 20 minutes, just talking, asking how his delivery went, asking what he's doing, what's normal, what's not normal that he's doing, any concerns we had, and really just sat and talked with us. Actually, I ended up feeding him while the nurse practitioner was there. She goes, I don't mind, Janine, you can nurse him while I'm standing here. I really don't care. I nursed all my kids and blah, blah, blah. And it just makes you feel very comfortable. So when I got out of that appointment, I said, so Adam, did you like her? Oh, he's like, she was great. We should start going to her more often. So try it. You can't, you may not like it, and that's okay. But if you're just going for a well check, just see. Because I bet you'll fall in love with your nurse practitioner like we did.